everybody, I am Abby Smyers, and today we are going to be making one of my grandmother's classic recipes. I remember being at her house, and for dinner when she made this, it was one of my favorite things on the earth. So we are going to be recreating my grandmother's famous salmon roll using the Philadelphia cooking cream original flavor. So, this recipe that is classic starts with a pat of butter in a hot skillet. And then we add to the butter half of a sweet onion and 4 cloves of minced garlic. And we are going to saute all of that for about 2 to 3 minutes. I just want to soften the onion, melt the butter, and get everything really happy. Alright, now just listen to that sizzle, and the aroma is already just smelling like my classic grandmother's recipe. And that right there is all I want to do. They're just blonded, and they smell so aromatic. So now I'm going to take them off the heat, and we're going to start putting this loaf together. Now we are going to compile this roll and make that inside just gooey and salmon-y. So I have a can of Atlantic salmon that I'm adding to a bowl. Then we are going to add a cup of frozen peas. And we're going to take this magical Philadelphia cream cheese, and I'm going to use half of this, 10 ounces. I'm only going to use 5 ounces, and don't worry, I will be using the other 5 ounces, and you guys are going to love what we're doing with it. So we're just going to take half of this and add that in here as well. Then we are going to take 1 egg and drop that in there. And then we're going to add a tablespoon of Worcestershire. I like to say Worcestershire because it just seems like way more fun. So 1 tablespoon. A pinch of salt, and a little bit of cracked pepper. Oh yeah. Oh, I love cracked pepper. It smells so good. And then we're going to take our butter and garlic and onion. We put this in the bowl. Is anybody else getting really excited? I am. And then we stir to combine this until all of the ingredients are incorporated together, and then I'm going to show you how we put this roll together. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the really fun part. I'm going to spray my baking dish, and I preheated my oven to 350, and now we get to roll this thing out, okay? So this is a salmon roll. This is my favorite move. I'm actually a server to make some extra cash, and this is what I do with all my tables. Tables come back. I don't know. Okay, this is my favorite part. It pops. Oh, it always kind of scares me. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm pretty sensitive, obviously. Okay, we're taking this Pillsbury, has made this also amazing product, which is a seamless dough sheet. Brilliant! We are going to roll this out on this greased cookie sheet, just like so. Alright. Uh-oh, there's a little hole in it, but don't worry. This is going to be slightly less than perfect, just like me. Alright. So I pressed the edges up against to get it as wide as possible. And now I'm going to just lay this creamy salmon goodness on one side, because I'm going to fold the other side over. Oh my gosh. I was too young to be in the kitchen when my grandma was making this, but I just remember it coming out of the oven, and I'm sure I did some sort of happy dance because that's the kind of kid I was when I was growing up. Okay, we want to make sure this is meaty and delicious. It's smelling so good with that garlic and onion and butter. Butter is one of those lost things. We just don't use it near enough. We got to bring the butter back, right? Don't worry, we're not done using butter either. Okay, now is for the fun part. I'm going to take this out of the way and get ready. Okay, Now we are going to delicately fold this dough sheet over the other side. This is a delicate process. Take deep breaths. Be really patient with yourself and with others. Oh yeah, perfect. And it'll stretch and give a little bit. We might have to kind of coax it along. There we go, sweetheart. We talk to our food. Because our food needs love just like we do. Okay, and then we take the other side and lift this up and over. And we just want to kind of touch it together so it's sealed. We want to seal these edges. And we make kind of a wave on the edges. Kind of pretty. Be creative. Okay, now comes the fun part. More butter is involved, always. Alright, so I melted another tablespoon of butter, and I'm just going to brush the top with a little bit more butter, because one of my favorite things about any kind of crust or bun is the toasted sesame seeds on top. So we are going to be doing that, but I want to make sure that they stick on top. So we are going to just coat this beautiful little salmon roll with some healthy, yummy butter. Now we take a generous portion of these toasted sesame seeds and we're going to sprinkle them on top. Oh my goddess. Doesn't that look beautiful? Okay. Then we're going to put this in a 350 degree oven for between 20 and 25 minutes, checking to make sure it's doing everything it needs to do. So stay tuned. We'll see what happens. Okay, now everything at my grandmother's house had a gravy. I don't know about you and your grandmother and your grandmother's house. There was always a gravy involved. So we are going to top this with using the rest of that cooking cream. I'm going to take a medium-sized saute pan. I've preheated it. I'm going to put the rest of the 5 ounces of cooking cream in here. Then cream of mushroom. It's classic. It's what my grandmother always used for everything. Just like cream cheese, it makes everything better too. So we're going to add that to the pan as well. The whole 10 ounces. And then we're going to add some heavy whipping cream. Yum! And then because I have a little bit of extra butter, and my grandmother loves butter, we're going to add this butter as well. And then we're going to stir this over medium heat until it just all gets smooth and creamy. And this is our gravy. And then of course, while you stay right there and look at how delicious it is, I'm going to add some pepper. There's nothing better in gravy than pepper. And this cooks for about 5 to 8 minutes. This smells so amazing. It just came out of the oven. I have let it rest for about 10 minutes, and now we get to slice it. And you see this crust? I guarantee with this crust, your kids will still want to eat this, even though there's like bees in it. Just don't tell them. So now I'm going to take a serrated knife, and I'm just going to slice this. Oh my gosh. It's like butter. Oh, so yummy. And I'm going to take this little inner, because I like the inside. And I'm going to put this on my plate. Oh my goddess. Look at how beautiful that is. Oh, wow, it smells so amazing. Alright, and now for the coup de grace is our gravy on top. And we are just going to drizzle this over the top, just like my grandma always did. And there you have it. Dinner is ready. And of course, with a nice, lovely dinner, we have a nice glass of Chardonnay. So I hope you are having as much fun in your kitchen as I am. Cheers!